Another day, another dollar on the stock market. Well, I had a pretty good day anyway. Um, Overall, I made about £770 profit on the stock market today. It was a little bit swingy at some points, but there was a few good stocks out there that were performing pretty well. Very high percentage gains. One was extremely high. And it was a good time for traders, for day traders to make some good money. With this stock here, Vor Biopharma Inc. This was up quite high throughout the trading day. There was some news about there was a few different things here. So there was a 175 million private placement, licenses, autoimmune drug. They also named a new CEO. So there was a few different news pieces here that caused the stock to for extreme volatility and to go up by quite some bit. It was previous close was 55 cents and it finished off the day at 89 cents with a high of $1.26. So there's some good opportunities right there to make some money. With a couple of the trades I did, it was early on in the day. My doc, it's super professional, but it just does the job, and it shows you my results that I've done. But yeah, so it was early in the day. It was 0.838 I bought at, and then I sold at 0.886. So when you're looking at the chart here, I could see it. I was looking at around, I think it was like quarter to 10. We're going by American time, and it had gone down. So it shot up quite high at the first 5 minutes. Then it started to go down. So I just knew it was a matter of time. Just had to be patient. It looked like ASTI had also gone down at that point as well, but I could just kind of tell from VOR that there was going to be a bounce there. It did bounce a bit. I'd missed like but the low was 71 cents at that point at 9:51 a.m. But then I got in at so I got in at 0.838, and then I sold at 0.886. £249 profit. And then quickly, I made another day trade after that as well. So it was still going up the stock. So it was kind of, I don't want to say a FOMO trade, but I realized that there was still a quick scalp to make from this. So I sold at 0.8978. I bought at 0.8978, sorry, and then I sold at 0.9454. And now ASTI, this one caused me some problems. I just couldn't get there at the right time with ASTI. So ASTI, so I bought at $2.33, and I'm trying to find when I bought it at. I think it was at some point. It was kind of like around just after 11 a.m. It might have been around this point here. It wasn't really doing much. Went up a little bit at 2.48 at $2.39. So I could have probably that would have been a moment to sell and make a small gain. Wouldn't have been much, maybe around just over 1%. And then it started to go down a bit. And this point, it was unpredictable, this stock, so I just thought get out of there. So I sold at $2.23, so a £342 loss, which wasn't a huge percentage gain for a loss, but I just had to take a loss in that one. I went back to looking at VOR, and VOR had gone up even higher. And this was around, I think it would have been this point here. I bought at it was $1.09, and then I sold at $1.15. So it would have been around this point here, this time period. I think I held for about 15 minutes or something like that, or maybe I'm trying to think, was it less? Was it maybe 10 or something? I can't quite remember, but I made a £239 profit. So you've noticed all these gains, scalps that I made on VOR, pretty much the same, around that £240, £245 mark. I went back to ASTI, and this was a very funny one. This was just like an impulse trade. I still to this day don't know why I did it. I'm usually very level-headed with these stocks, and I don't get. I get FOMO here and there, but this was just a bad one because it had been going up so high. And so this was the high was $3.65, but still though I decided to buy at $3. I think it was $3.33, and it kind of just was hovering a little bit, held for a few minutes, but it wasn't really doing much. And then it started to go down a bit. So that was a scary one. I had to get out of there. I just didn't want to believe that it was going to go down, but I had to accept it was. So with that one, that was a £634 loss. So I bought it $3.38, and I sold it $3.05. And then I got another FOMO trade because I'm thinking, oh, this stock, that'll go back up, it'll shoot back up. So again, I bought at $3.07 and I sold at $2.93. I'm just trying to find it when it was around. It was kind of like, it may have been around this, maybe around this point here, I think. I think it might have been around this point. Yeah, maybe around there. But I was able to redeem myself for today. I was able to redeem myself. So CYN, this stock, boy, this is like, I'm not sure I've seen something quite like this in quite some time. When a stock has a previous close of $5 and the high for the day was $41. Now, if you look at the chart here, right, you see that? you know, it all adds up in trading, right? And this was a crazy one because I was looking at it around that 10 a.m. time, and I just looked a little bit too risky to me. It was, you know, when you're talking about a stock that's already up, what, 200, 200 going on 250%, whatever, at that point, it was a little bit scary. So I just thought, let's leave this one alone. But then you see it just gradually going up and up and up, more up throughout the day. I mean, you would have been close to doubling your money on this, or getting like a 60% gain if you just bought and you would hold, and it just gradually up and up and up and up, and great if you love going long on stocks. And yeah, but then it went crazy because I don't know what exactly hell happened, but at this point you've got kind of like there was a halt, a halt, a halt, a halt, a halt, a halt again. It just got down. No, this particular person dumped the stock because this is the whole thing, because it was there's a partnership, I believe, with NVIDIA. That's why the stock went up so high. It was, you know, a percentage gain high of 720%. But this one, I'm pretty proud of myself for trading this one. I bought at $20.65 and I sold at $26.44. It was around this part here. It was around this 12:27, 12:28 p.m. that I bought, and then I sold it at about 45, and that was the high at that point, and then it just started going down. So that was a pretty good trade, held for about 15 minutes, just a little over 15 minutes, and a really good gain. I think it was like 26% gain overall, and £1,334 profit on CYN. So that was a pretty darn good trade. So overall, I think it was like £770 I made for the day. But yeah, there's still great opportunities in this market. There's a lot of volatility. There is that unpredictability there with everything going on in the world right now. I noticed that the stocks were quite high on Monday. After all, you know, with the stuff going on in Israel and Iran, it kind of cooled off on Tuesday. Maybe that was just part of the you know, to do with, you know, the announcement of, you know, whole thing with Trump and the, you know, with the ceasefire. But there still is a lot of opportunities with these stocks. You know, it could be stuff, defense stocks, Israeli related stocks. It could be like AI. It could be healthcare. You know, with the pharmaceuticals and all that. But there's still a lot of opportunities out there to make some good money, really cracking percentage gains. When you could be talking about almost doubling your money on the stock today with CYN. You know, really good. There's opportunities there, and you just got to take each trading day at a time. If you take a loss, don't let that define you. Don't let it knock you down. But just lick your wounds and then be ready for the next day, and just wait and see what the market will give you though. But just stay savvy. And just to master those, you know, entry and exit points. But yeah, it was a good day today overall. But, you know, I'll be trading again tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully I'll be in the green again. But there we go, guys. It's a video, a day trading video, another one. But feel free to like, hit the subscribe button, but leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts were on this. Did you do well? Did you make some money today on any of these free stocks? VOR, ASTI, CYN. I know there was a couple others. You know, that QS stock with, you know, like a $4 or $5 billion market cap still been going up, multi-day runner. But leave a comment and give me your take on what your thoughts were on this video. But that's me for now, guys. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.